Have you ever wondered why no human has ever escaped aging? What if the biggest mystery isn't how we die, but why we can't live forever? Every second that passes, millions of cells inside your body are working to keep you alive. They repair damage, fight disease, and replace old tissue. It almost sounds like the perfect machine. So why does it eventually fail? For thousands of years, people have searched for the secret of eternal life. Ancient kings sent explorers to find magical fountains. Scientists today spend billions of dollars studying aging in laboratories. Tech billionaires invest in cutting-edge research hoping to extend human life. Yet despite all of our knowledge and technology, every person who has ever lived has faced the same unavoidable reality. At first glance, the human body seems incredible. Your heart beats more than 100,000 times every day without stopping. Your lungs breathe automatically while you sleep. Your brain stores memories, solves problems, and controls trillions of tiny biological processes at the same time. The human body is one of the most advanced systems ever known. But hidden beneath this amazing design is a silent countdown that begins the moment we are born. Every day our cells divide to replace damaged ones. Skin cells are renewed, blood cells are replaced, and organs constantly repair themselves. This process keeps us healthy and allows us to recover from injuries. For many years, scientists believed this repair system could continue forever, but they eventually discovered something surprising. Human cells cannot divide endlessly. Deep inside every chromosome are tiny protective structures called telomeres. You can think of them as protective caps that keep our DNA stable during cell division. Each time a cell divides, these caps become slightly shorter. At first, the loss is so small that it makes no difference. But after decades of repeated divisions, they become too short to protect the cell properly. When that happens, the cell stops dividing or stops functioning normally. Instead of repairing the body, it begins to contribute to aging. Wrinkles appear, muscles weaken, bones become fragile, and organs slowly lose efficiency. The body that once repaired itself so easily begins to struggle against time. This process happens inside every human being. Whether rich or poor, famous or unknown, no amount of exercise, healthy eating, or medicine can completely stop it. They may slow it down, but they cannot eliminate it. The truth is that aging is not caused by just one problem. It is the result of countless tiny changes, building up over decades until the body can no longer keep up with the damage. And this raises an even bigger question. If our bodies already know how to repair themselves, why didn't evolution create humans that could simply repair themselves forever? The answer lies deep within evolution itself. Nature was never designed to make humans live forever. Instead, it was designed to keep a species alive long enough to reproduce and pass on its genes. Once that goal is achieved, the force of natural selection becomes much weaker. That may sound surprising, but evolution does not care about immortality. It only favors traits that improve survival and reproduction. As long as individuals can reach adulthood, have children, and help those children survive, evolution has already done its job. Over millions of years, our bodies became incredibly efficient at growing and reproducing, but maintaining perfect repair systems forever would require enormous amounts of energy. Every cell would need endless maintenance, constant DNA correction, and flawless protection against damage. In nature, that level of investment simply was not necessary. Meanwhile, every breath we take creates tiny molecules called free radicals. These unstable molecules can damage proteins, cell membranes, and DNA. Although our bodies have defenses against them, the protection is never perfect. Little by little, the damage accumulates throughout our lives. Our DNA also faces constant attacks from sunlight, pollution, radiation, viruses, and even normal chemical reactions inside our own cells. Most of this damage is repaired, but not all of it. Small mistakes remain behind like invisible scars that slowly build up year after year. Scientists also discovered another problem. Some old cells refuse to die. Normally, damaged cells are removed and replaced by healthy ones. But as we age, certain cells stop dividing while refusing to disappear. These aging cells remain inside tissues and release harmful chemicals that affect nearby healthy cells. Instead of helping the body, they create inflammation and accelerate the aging process. This is one reason why older people recover more slowly from injuries and become more vulnerable to diseases. Even our immune system changes over time. The powerful defenses that protected us as children gradually weaken with age. The body becomes less effective at fighting infections and eliminating abnormal cells before they become dangerous. All of these processes happen silently. You cannot feel your DNA changing or your cells becoming older, but every day, tiny biological changes are taking place beneath the surface. Scientists around the world are now studying ways to slow these processes. Some researchers are experimenting with gene therapy, stem cells and drugs that remove aging cells from the body. Others believe artificial intelligence and future biotechnology could dramatically extend human lifespan. But even with these breakthroughs, one enormous challenge remains. Can science truly stop aging itself? Or is there a deeper biological limit that no technology can ever overcome? For decades, scientists believed aging was simply unavoidable. But recent discoveries have completely changed that idea. Researchers now think aging may be a biological process that can be slowed, delayed, or even partially reversed under certain conditions. In laboratories, scientists have already extended the lives of worms, flies, and mice by changing specific genes or altering their diets. Some animals lived dramatically longer than normal while remaining healthier for much of their lives. These experiments prove that lifespan is not fixed as once believed. Researchers are also studying special proteins called sirtuins, which help cells repair damage and respond to stress. Other teams are investigating molecules that activate natural repair, systems already present inside the body. The hope is that future medicines could help humans stay healthier for much longer. Another exciting area of research involves stem cells. These remarkable cells can develop into many different types of tissue and may one day replace damaged organs or repair aging body parts. Scientists are also exploring gene editing, technologies that could correct harmful mutations before they cause disease. Some experts even imagine a future where artificial organs, advanced nanotechnology, and personalized medicine allow people to live far beyond today's average lifespan. But living longer is not the same as living forever. The human body is incredibly complex. With trillions of cells constantly interacting with one another, every repair system has limits, and every biological process creates new challenges. Extending life by 10 or 20 years may be possible, but eliminating aging completely is a far greater problem. There is also the risk of cancer. Cells that continue dividing without stopping can become dangerous. One reason our cells eventually stop dividing is to reduce the chance of uncontrolled growth. In many ways, the same mechanisms that limit lifespan also help protect us from deadly diseases. This creates a difficult balance. Increasing cellular repair could extend life, but removing natural limits might also increase serious health risks. Scientists must find ways to slow aging without creating even bigger problems. Despite incredible medical advances, no human has ever defeated aging. Every new discovery answers one question while revealing many more. The closer researchers look, the more they realize that the biology of aging is one of the most complicated puzzles in science. Still, progress continues every year, bringing humanity closer to understanding the process that has shaped every generation in history. And that leads to one final question that goes beyond biology itself. If humans could one day live forever, would that actually be a blessing? Or would it change the future of civilization in ways nobody can predict? If humans ever reached a point where aging could be completely stopped, life on Earth would change in ways we can barely imagine. At first, it might seem like the greatest achievement in history. No more fear of growing old. No more saying goodbye too soon. No more limits on how long a human life could last. But immortality is not just a biological question. It is also a social one. One of the first challenges would be population. If people stopped dying from age-related causes, the number of humans on Earth would grow rapidly. Resources like food, water, housing, and energy would come under extreme pressure. Even today, managing global population is a complex issue. Without natural aging, it would become far more difficult. Another major change would be how we think about time. Right now, human life is shaped by urgency. We learn, build careers, form families, and make decisions within a limited span of decades. But if life had no natural end, motivation itself might change. People could delay decisions indefinitely, knowing there is always more time. History and culture would also be transformed. Imagine leaders, scientists, or billionaires who never age and never leave their positions. Power could become concentrated in ways that are difficult to reverse. New ideas might struggle to replace old ones if older generations never step aside. There is also the emotional side of immortality. Relationships are meaningful partly because they are temporary. We value moments because they cannot last forever. If life were endless, the way humans experience love, loss, and purpose might change in unexpected ways. Even memory could become overwhelming. A human who lives for centuries would accumulate experiences far beyond what the brain evolved to handle.
Forgetting is not just a flaw.
It is also a way the mind stays functional. Without natural limits, identity itself could become complicated. This is why some scientists and philosophers argue that aging may actually be a built-in balance rather than a simple design flaw. It ensures renewal across generations. It allows space for new life, new ideas, and new beginnings. So why can't humans live forever? The answer is not a single failure in our biology. It is a combination of evolution, cellular limits, accumulated damage, and the natural trade-offs that keep life stable. Our bodies were designed not for permanence, but for survival long enough to continue the species. Even today, science is pushing the boundaries of what is possible. We may one day extend human life far beyond what was once imaginable. But true immortality remains one of the deepest mysteries in biology, science, and philosophy. And perhaps the real question is not whether humans can live forever, but whether forever is something we were ever meant to live at all.